It's a product I've reviewed before. It's probably something you've flown before. It's one of the best seats on the airplane. You got it. Today we fly in the exit row on one of United's classic MAX aircraft. Hey folks, I'm Devin, the guy who flies on airplanes so you don't have to. Today we are hopping on board registration N27520, a United 737 MAX 9 aircraft featuring the original cabin, you know, without the IFE. My seat today is the best value in economy, 20F, the only seat in the Economy Plus section that is in fact better than Economy Plus. The seat offers 37 inches of pitch, 17 inches of width, and a whopping 0 inches of recline? That's right, I'm in the exit row, so me reclining my seat 2 inches would cause an evacuation failure. So tonight, I guess I'm sitting up and being tense for all 104 minutes of the flight. Maybe it's not the best seat in economy. I've flown United a lot, and it's been a little special to me as an airline. The airline itself, prior to the Continental merger, started off in my own hometown of Boise, Idaho. They sure aren't proud of it, but you better believe I am. It gives a whole new meaning to seniority for airlines at airports because United has 94 years under its belt. If you couldn't tell by the fact I'm posting weekly and that this video is from October of last year, I have a lot of content under my belt. I love posting my travels, but I'm also chasing clout like any other person on this mumbo-jumbo platform. So if you'd like to be so kind, hit that like button and subscribe so you can find out the next time I make snarky comments about my airline travels. as we lift off into the darkness. I kept some of this footage here because I thought it looked really cool flying over the entirety of Denver's airport with just the lights. I've flown out of Denver dozens of times, and this was the first time I have evidence of this ever happening to me. Now that there's become increasingly less to look at, it's time to talk about the food on today's flight. Or, dare I say, lack of food. United's service was subpar to what I'm used to. They gave me the usual complimentary beverage, but failed to give me any kind of substance. I don't take these things lightly. On an airline I've flown more times than I can count, and I expect consistency on every flight. That, along with the fact that this flight does not feature IFEs, made for a pretty sad journey, but I'll talk more on that at the end of the video. In order to avoid filming a dark void for 20 minutes straight, I decided to film the cabin instead. One thing I will give United credit on is their increased use of mood lighting. While it's not necessarily a unique feature anymore, these night flights always feel extra relaxing because the bright white lights are almost never used. This is something I've heard Virgin America did very well, but otherwise most airlines only use it during the uneventful parts of their flight. As we begin to fall into the city of trees, I just want to say that United has a very bright future ahead of them. I know that's something they love to say and brag about, but I genuinely believe that they have the upper hand in pretty much every US carrier category. I know there are a lot of you on Team Delta who would disagree, but Delta is the reason I no longer check bags on my trip. So, until they can fix that and prove it, I'm gonna stick with United. I could get into the nitty-gritty of who does what better, but instead, I'll go ahead and get this video wrapped up. Cue the final descent.
welcome to Boise, where the local time is 9:31 p.m. Please stay comfortably seated. We're parked at the gate and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. You may continue to use and charge your phones and tablets, although if you're sitting in an exit row, please do not plug any devices into the outlets.
Welcome to the only city that somehow manages to have the worst version of pretty much every cool thing on Earth, Boise, Idaho. The flight was uneventful for the most part, and my favorite part was the view out of Denver, and not really anything related to the experience. United needs to get rid of these IFE list cabins, and someone needs to figure out a safe way to allow recline on every seat. I can't say I recline my seat all that much, but United doesn't even discount the seat during booking. Overall, I'd give this flight a 7 out of 10. It wasn't horrible, but missing basic things like recline and snacks is a massive letdown. I did get on this flight knowing there was no recline, but others might not. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe down below and follow my Instagram where you'll find plane photos and in-the-moment action of my travel days. Otherwise, this will about do it from me tonight, and I'll see you next time when we check out American's A321neo from Vegas to Phoenix. Thanks for watching.